This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
This is the stone-cold reality, a serious lack of hygiene at Chennai's government hospital. Listen to this woman echoing the suffering of many. 2,000 people ride with free rickshaws. Women get to work out at an exclusive gym. 3 crore worth welfare facilities offered to the city's public. Back from his Lanka trip, Foreign Minister S. M. Krishna says a strict timeline cannot be expected for the resettlement of Lankan Tamils. Holiday declared for schools in Trichy, Tanjavur, Thiruvarur, Theni, Pudukkottai and Ariyalur following heavy rains. Drainage chambers and new roads replace the sewage and the battered streets. Kalakshetra colony gets a makeover and NDTV Hindu impact.
Has been solved, but there are certain work to be still done, like the roads have to be laid.
And Basha Bhai now becomes the charming marketing strategy for corporate heavyweights. Watching a Rajani flick is the new crash course. Racers burn the rubber on Chennai tracks in the penultimate round of India's first ever National Motor Racing Championship. Race tracks are not just for the lads, meet Chennai's first bikers gang only for the lasses. A very good evening, you're watching the news tonight with me Divya. Let's also bring you the top news making national headlines. Pranab Mukherjee speaks to the opposition leaders to break the parliament logjam. They are adamant for a joint probe. Phones can be tapped but not made public. Ratan Tata to move the Supreme Court against the conversations with Neera Radia. Conditional green clearance given for setting up the world's largest nuclear park in Jaitapur, Maharashtra. 5 civilians killed when Maoists blast an ambulance in Orissa, mistaking it for a police vehicle. And India beat a late Kiwi surge to win by 40 runs. Virat Kohli is the man of the match for his run-a-ball century. Is the unhygienic, unbearable conditions at the government hospitals killing the patients or curing them? The increased risk of infections have virtually become a stone-cold certainty. Lokpriya blows the lid off for each and every one of us to watch this shocking report.
Kilpauk Medical College Hospital has approximately 515 beds. Hundreds of patients from poor communities reach here every day for treatment. It is also home to Southern India's only treatment center for acid and burn injuries. But toilets at this facility are nearly unfit for use because they are too dirty. The 1,271-bed Stanley Medical College Hospital serves the densely populated north of Chennai. Here, hygiene conditions are no different. Broken beds, what looks like unwashed sheets cover them, and stains everywhere. In comparison, the government-run hospital in the busy Roypeta area is better, but not as clean as patients would like it to be. 3 different hospitals, 3 pathetic excuses for hygiene and sanitation. That's what we have seen so far. Our last stop for today is the Government General Hospital at Chennai Central. Let's take a look inside to find out if there are any skeletons in this closet. Chennai's main general hospital, the busiest of all. Its new twin-tower block is among the finest in the city. Swanky, neat and spacious. But the scene inside its old buildings requires urgent attention.
டாய்லெட் ரொம்ப ஒர்ஸ்ட். அந்த டாய்லெட்டில் தான் அந்த நீங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறது, இன்ஜெக்ஷன் சிரிப்பு அதெல்லாம் அது உள்ளே போட்டால் செப்டிக் ஆகாதுங்களா, அதுக்குன்றது ஒரு டஸ்ட்பினில் போட்டு கவரில் கட்டி எடுத்துகிட்டு போய் தனியாக போடணும். எல்லாம் பாத்ரூம்லேயே போட்டு வைக்கிறாங்க. லஞ்சம் இவ்வளோ கொடுங்க, ஏமா கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஸ்பத்திரின்னு வரோம், ரொம்ப மோசமாக.
But hospital officials say they are doing their part, whatever is possible.
We have got sanitary workers, but it little less. And there are some vacancies for sanitary workers. Now we have got recruitment for 40, then another 40, another 43 phases we are going to take. So first phase over.
Healthcare specialists say cleanliness should get top priority in hospitals.
Government has contracted work at the Government General Hospital to a private agency, but in the recent past they've had problems with that agency. They've had to warn that agency, and as a consequence they're also looking at privatizing the entire cleaning operations of the government hospitals in the city. What's important even here is that handing your work over to the private agency does not absolve the government of its responsibility to keep the place clean, because at the end of the day health is a service that you're providing to the people, and it's very essential to have extreme standards of hygiene and cleanliness.
Hospital records show at least 15,000 patients visit government-owned medical facilities in Chennai, but the number of sanitation workers are far short to provide a clean environment. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Well, quite ironical to the facilities that are available in the government hospital today. 3 crore worth facilities maintained by the Chennai Corporation were thrown open to the public. Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin inaugurated a slew of welfare measures in the Thousand Lights constituency just a few months ahead of the polls. A community hall and a specialized ladies' gym at Gopalpuram, sewage water treatment plant at Greens Road, a rehabilitation center at Roypeta, and 2,000 free rickshaws were given to the people in Nungambakam. Well, pothole-ridden and shambolic roads turned usable. That's the impact of NDTV Hindu's report about the battered roads in Kalakshetra colony and the woes of its residents. Well, these visuals that you see on your screens are the plight of the residents of Kamaraj Nagar in Kalakshetra colony before and after NDTV Hindu highlighted their terrible living conditions in one of the most posh localities. The Chennai Corporation is now on their toes, giving this place a virtual facelift. The visuals you see on your left is the area that was suffering from poor drainage and road conditions. In fact, sewage even seeped through a temple nearby. The corporation now has constructed a drainage chamber where there is a possibility to arrest the sewer overflow after the residents voiced their woes on NDTV Hindu.
A heartfelt gratitude to NDTV, its reporter, and also the concerned authorities for having taken such a speedy action in just a week's time. Hundreds of devotees were suffering to come to the temple, and we had lot of chaos happening. So our drainage system has been solved, but there are certain work to be still done, like the roads have to be laid. I think the whole event will take on fast, and we'll expect a better communication in the future.
And still ahead on the bulletin, the superstar, the Basha Bai, has a role in some serious business.